and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Please fasten your seatbelts. We're in for a thrilling ride. Flight time will be non-stop until the buzzer, and we'll be cruising above the rim. Temperature on the court will be hot, with unexpected cold moves. Cabin crew, we're cleared for Season 6 tip-off. It's takeoff time. BAL, rise with the game.
Well, today, Kigali becomes the capital of African basketball. Today, the ball begins to bounce towards a final that will send shockwaves across the planet as the Basketball Africa League takes center stage for the next 10 days. Colossal clashes between the 8 best teams in Africa and a chance to be crowned the new undisputed kings of the continent. It started off in the Kalahari Conference and it finished in the Sahara Desert, where roasting hot confrontations and on-court action that thrilled the masses revealed the last 8. Today, after our first opening battle here at the BK Arena, where Field Dakar managed to edge Al Ali, first leg of their quarterfinal, we now get to the home team from Rwanda. The Tigers take on FUS De Rabat of Morocco. Asha Kumagisha joins me for this thriller in Kigali.
Absolutely excited to see the RSSB Tigers take court here in Rwanda, the 4th team from Rwanda to play in the BAL, and in their debut season, they go to the playoffs.
Well, let's see what these Tigers are all about. Let's now take a look at the starting lineup for the Tigers.
It is the best 5 for Henry Minuka, Antino Jackson Jr., the captain of this team, Leonard Rundle II, Nore Habimana, Tafael Leonard Jr., and Mangok Matiang. It is 6 starting times for Mangok and Antino Jackson Jr.
In Moroccan basketball, one name stands above the rest. FUS Rabat.
Can never take this opportunity for granted. Hopefully we're gonna make this one count.
With 20 National League titles, they are one of Africa's most decorated clubs. Now, entering their 3rd straight BL season, FUS continues to prove they belong among the continent's elite. They shocked the league winning the 2024 Kalahari Conference in Pretoria, reaching the quarterfinals. FUS Rabat is ambitious and could upset many when they walk in the arena.
This year we have a mentality where we take one game at a time. The most important game is the next ones.
They had a taste of the continental stage, and their appetite has increased. Will this be their year?
Morocco, this is for you.
And the starting lineup for FUS De Rabat.
Sofian Benmin, Badir Azuga, Kwani, Uchenna Iroegbu, who has been added to the lineup for the BAL playoffs, and Mohamedou Diane in the absence of Abdoulaye Haruna from Niger, who's nursing an injury. He feels much better now, but will not be part of the BAL playoffs. Uchenna Iroegbu, who featured for Nairobi City Thunder last season, now takes center court, leading the backcourt for the Moroccan Giants as they take on RSSB Tigers.
And the officials today, we've got Ian McClenny of the United States of America, Umar Sy of Mauritania, and Amen Tahmi of Algeria, and sideline we've got Quinton Denason.
Absolutely looking forward to this one. It promises to be an electric game, and you have the home team, the RSSB Tigers and FUS De Rabat, who were just the home team not too long ago in the Sahara Conference.
Okay, let's get this show off the ground then and find out what's going to happen between FUS De Rabat and the Tigers. The Tigers 4-1 from the Kalahari Conference, and of course with FUS De Rabat 3-2. Ball picked up here by the new recruits who's managed to join FUS De Rabat. Of course, I'm talking about the Nigerian Uchenna Iroegbu, formerly of the Nairobi City Thunder.
Uchenna Iroegbu has the duty to bring some fire energy here for FUS De Rabat.
Massive bucket from Habimana.
And that's how you want to start this game. They've already seen a stunning result with Wilder Dakar surprising Al Ahly, and they want to use the home court advantage. They've spoken so much about it from the Kalahari Conference, and you see that in the way that they were warming up. Nore Habimana giving the fans an early start today.
FUS De Rabat in possession, and Iroegbu trying to deal with it, goes around the outside back to the big man who's going to try and get some big points coming in. Azuga gets fouled on the outside, and excellent scenario here for FUS De Rabat. They get 3 shots.
An opportunity to get things going here for FUS De Rabat. And of course, he wasn't part of the original roster for FUS De Rabat. It took an injury to Abdel Hakim Zwita for him to earn a place on the 13-man roster. And now he's broken into the starting 5. He's an experienced player. He's played for Morocco at the international stage and brings that experience to the BAL playoffs. Gets their first point. FUS De Rabat here today in Kigali.
Azuga going for his second shot off the rim and knocked out of bounds. FUS De Rabat regain possession. And they'll get the ball just baseline. Iroegbu, the Nigerian, gets it out to Ben Maheen. Looking to try and take advantage. They've got a chance to try and get some points. It's picked up, nice work there, down into the corner. Ben Maheen for a 3-shot. Knocked back out, another chance. And a foul in the paint. Some issues here. Matiang commits his first foul.
Well, looking at RSSB Tigers, they have to be careful with the fouling situation. You don't want to give FUS De Rabat some ideas very early on. And especially for Leonard Jr., they have to protect him. You have 2 personal fouls already.
If you want to pick your winner, bal.nba.com/team vote. Who are you going to vote for? Q already told me that he's going to vote for. What about you?
Well, I'll tell you at exactly midnight today. I promise you.
Talking of Q, the atmosphere over there is pretty wild. What are you doing dancing with the mascot again? I told you to just stop it. Oh! Leonard Jr. flies in from the sky.
That's exactly what youthful exuberance means in a circumstance like that. We've seen them do that in practice here at the BK Arena, and now coming alive during a live game.
Well, he's a crowd pleaser, and he wants to get everybody out of their seats. That's massive The pass was so good. Look at that. Randall into his path. They link up so well.
They can find each other even if you turned off the lights inside the BK Arena. That's how much of brothers they are.
Habimana for a 3-shot. Oh, it drops in. Massive score there. Big points being scored here, lifting the fans out of their seats.
Second three-pointer here for Nhore Habimana, and that's the confidence that comes with playing in front of a home crowd.
Yeah, good to have the local players coming to the fore as well. Kwani goes high, rolls out the back. Did get a touch off Leonard Jr. Will be FUS regain possession. Watch out for Diagne. Great player, big game player as well. Who will love the atmosphere tonight as they try and silence the home crowd.
Well, since we have a little bit of a moment, Will Perry not available for this FUS Rabat team tonight, so they're a little bit thinner on the bench, and it's going to be a challenge for Coach Al-Bouzidi, who's already thinned ranks in this playoff game.
Yeah, and of course, it's a big score down in the corner. Egbu doing the business. We're also missing Abdoulaye Haruna, of course, who was the player, and Anthony Pritchard, two key players for FUS De Rabat who are meant to be here. But of course, Haruna with the injury, and
if there's anything we know about
documentation issues for Pritchard.
FUS De Rabat, it's that they're a team that really like to be resilient. They don't make any excuses. They'll get onto the floor and play this game of basketball.
Well, the fact is they beat the unbeaten in the Sahara Conference, of course, Club African, the team who were just flying. And that victory, it just really set them up beautifully with their 3-2 finish, although they did go on to lose against Al Ahly. Leonard Jr. up and under.
Well, you talked about him loving the crowd, and every pass he gets inside the paint, you see that in the way that he expresses himself. Tafa Leonard Jr.
Oh, Kwani trying to go up. Denied by Matiang. Love the South Sudan battle. Randall. Remember, he's a player who can smash records. We've seen him destroy the points record in the Kalahari Conference. His three-point shooting, new record holder, Leonard Jr. Wow, trying to go for the reverse dunk. Diagne comes in, swoops in. Well, I think that it's not him who picks up the foul.
He did exactly that in practice yesterday. Leonard Jr. almost got it perfect, but Mohamedou Diagne coming in contact with the ball and sending it to the crowd and telling him not now, not on this possession. But Leonard Jr. is flying, adrenaline high, and just enjoying playing right here in front of his friends and the Rwandan crowd.
It's Kwani who picks up the foul, in fact.
There's just so much depth on this RSSB Tigers team, and you know, you can see on the sideline here, Omar Barlow, the signee, the Malian, picked up in the offseason, getting ready to make his entry into the game.
Leonard Jr. 4 points straight to the free throw line. Couple of shots coming his way. I think that we can definitely say that when you actually look at the quality that the Tigers have, you know, it's oh, okay, the net has been ripped, and that's the reason why we've got to stop the game momentarily. That will have to be dealt with, of course, before we can continue. A rare thing that has never happened in 6 seasons of the BAL. It just tells you that, you know, sometimes you can't expect the unexpected.
There's a first time for everything, Roby, and if there's anything we're going to quickly learn here in this particular BAL playoffs is that there's still so many surprises.
Let's see what happens. Oh, there we go.
Kwani attacking the paint. One South Sudanese against another South Sudanese in Mangok Matiang before Nhore Habimana managed to take that ball away as we wait for the net to be fixed. And so much royalty here. The BAL president, Amadou Gallo-Fall, Nelly Mukazaire, the sports minister of Rwanda, and Masai Ujiri, newly named president of the Dallas Mavericks and the NBA. I mean, we're so lucky to be here, to be sitting not so far from where they're sitting, Robbie. I think this is a life achievement, no?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic, and it's always very special. We are just blessed to be here. We're blessed to be part of the BAL. We know how big it's becoming, and we know how important, the BAL has become. It was always important right from the very first tip-off, but the evolution and how the whole competition has evolved, not just with the basketball, but also with everything that actually sort of, is around it, all the innovation, the kids programs and everything, the educational programs, as we take a look at the season leaders, of course.
Leonard Rundle II, first season here in the BAL, obviously with the RSSB Tigers averaging 36.3 points per game. David Mishinu for Dar City from Tanzania, 28.7, 22.5 for Jacob Hadi, and Wal Atrell, who is a former MVP in the BAL in 2024. And we've seen so much quality consistently over the years here, but this season has a spark about it, and that man, Craig Rondo II, enjoying every minute of it. Joachim Noah, BAL ambassador, and a legend who featured for the Chicago Bulls, enjoying every minute of the action here inside the BK Arena.
Q, over to you. There's we don't see this very often, but they've obviously got to reposition the net, get it all sorted. Before we come to you, we've got the season leaders for the rebounds.
Average rebounds there, Mangok Matiang, South Sudanese, Australian, leading everybody, averaging 16, 12.6 for Nkosinati Siba Nyoni, who featured for the Johannesburg Giants. Lual Achuel, again, with a double-double there in averages, 12 for him, 10.6 for Peter Olisemeka, who featured for the Mactown Flyers, and 10.4 for Mohamedou Dian, who is on the floor, showing that much quality and bringing the hit here for FUS De Rabat. He will be the man who takes on Mangok Matiang in the paint, and that matchup is one we have to keep an eye on in the front courts.
Q, over to you.
Yeah, since we had a chance to look at the leading scorers and rebounders, we haven't seen prolific scoring like we have from Randall Jr. over a 4-game stretch in the history of the BAL. You talked about record-breaking and record-setting. He was been individually amazing, and so it's interesting to see how coaches adapt and evolve to keep either the ball out of his hands and make a decision whether it's Randall that's going to be the primary scoring outlet, or whether the other role players or other stars on the RSSB Tigers are going to form part of the strategy when we see what unfolds on the floor.
Well, let's take a look at the Tigers as we get the net sorted so that we get the game going once again.
The RSSB Tigers are set to make their BAL debut in the Kalahari Conference in Pretoria. The RSSB Tigers have seized every opportunity that has come their way and have never disappointed.
We're just trying to respond for the country. The biggest thing for us is to be back in Kigali. I think it's just a lot of guys that's hungry.
They won the 2025 Rwanda Cup and then completed their rise to stardom by claiming the Rwandan Super Cup championship in early 2026, making it the club's second major trophy. A team that features several prominent Rwandan players who have represented the national team at AfroBasket and World Cup qualifiers.
It's honestly a blessing for me, not just representing myself, but also my country. It means a lot to me. I want the basketball world to know that we're here to stay.
At the helm is Coach Henry Winuka from Tanzania, with 5 Rwandan League titles under his belt. Now, the Kalahari Conference in Pretoria awaits. New stage, same hunger.
I feel like, we had 2 scrimmages back in Kigali that went really good. Guys are here hungry and ready to compete.
And the Tigers are ready to roar.
Because I'm not just doing it for me or the team, I'm doing it for every kid in Rwanda that wants to play basketball, that's chasing a dream out there.
Rwanda, this moment is ours.
10-5 is the scoreline here, 6-11, and Leonard Jr. getting these fans bouncing because they're here for a reason. They're going to get behind every single play that the Tigers produce. As we see a couple of changes there, Havamana going off, Randall coming back on, and Ballo. We get to see Ballo for the very first time, which is fantastic. A new recruit, but not just anybody. We are talking an A-lister, the giant Umar Ballo, Malian international.
This is the most star-studded we've seen a Rwandan team in the BAL, and we're yet to see what he can bring to the forefront, especially the fact that he's on the court at the same time with Mangok Matiang, who held fourth in the Kalahari Conference in Pretoria.
Kwani getting points there. Jackson Jr. down into the corner. There's Leonard Jr. going up, big time shot. He's doing it again. The delivery and just the execution is top quality. Up to 9 he goes.
And he gets a thumbs up there from Nore Habimana, who already scored 2 3-pointers in this game. And Leonard Jr. joining the lineup.
But we're not even 5 minutes in, and he's already nearly on the cusp of hitting double figures. There's another drive through. It doesn't happen. Good work from Diane. Shot clock violation. Got to be careful with that.
That's the defense that the RSSB Tigers are bringing to the matchup here. Yes, they're a team that scored 100+ points in the Kalahari Conference, but the fact that they're still disciplined enough to play good defense just shows you how well balanced they are as a team.
Jackson Jr. Here he is. Ballo going up. Oh, he works his magic. Oh, he can't quite get his first points in the BAL. He was on the cusp of doing it, but goes out of bounds. And I think there's a timeout called here with 4:56 left to play. 15-7, the Tigers lead FUS De Rabat.
We're now in Akajiro National Park. It's a home of the Big Five. I fell in love in Kigali. People like to enjoy life. This was my dream since I was a kid, walking with the gorillas every day.
There is something really magical about Nungwe National Forest. This is our little piece of heaven.
Rwanda is a place that everybody should really visit.
Welcome to Rwanda.
Show me your skills. Show me you can drive. Project yes, like that. Remember the black to yes, show me your skills. Show me your driving skills. Yes, you can do that. Yes. And that is our winner for tonight. Thank you so much for participating in the Green Ride Drive Car.
Leonard Jr.
Well, there it is.
Q, over to you.
Well, Coach Al-Bouzidi really just honing in on the presence of Umar Ballo inside the paint. He understands that Diane's presence on the floor is going to be crucial for FUS Rabat, and they know that rebounding and scoring inside the paint will be a primary point right now in the game.
RSSB Tigers starting obviously.
Chance to take the ball on the sideline. Back over to Kwani. Trita. There's the chance where Egbu goes down to ground and loses possession. It goes out of play.
FUS De Rabat really struggling here to find a rhythm that works for them. We know that basketball is a game of runs, but looking at the way that they're trying to find and understand each other.
Of the Tigers. Okay, just a little discussion there, just to try and sort of take down the heat a little bit, in fact, with Ben Maheen, Randall, Tigers. They have an 8-point lead. This is BAL. BAL back to Randall around the outside. He does this for a living, and he hits threes like it's going out of fashion.
It is the fourth time that RSSB Tigers are scoring a three-pointer from the right side. It could be something that from a scouting report that they look into.
Seven, 3:43 left to play. .340, Irowegbu. Dancing around the paint, goes up high. The rebound made safe at the back, and the Tigers have it in their hands. Not losing possession down in the corner.
That's very uncharacteristic of the RSSB Tigers. Axel Mpoyo still trying to find his rhythm here.
Ben Maheen. Ilhawa. Got a bit of speed. Small ball with Zuita. Zuita, of course, missed out with a couple of games in the Sahara Conference because of that injury. Back on the floor.
His combination with Mohamedou Diagne is going to be important for FUS De Rabat.
Randall delivering as per usual.
It is a show here, a basketball show, and both of these players, Craig Randall II and Leonard Jr., enjoying every minute of it.
Kwani missing out on the points. They've stretched their lead to 11. He can't, it's just not possible. What can he not do?
Unstoppable is his middle name, that man, Craig Randall II. And welcome to Kigali.
28-year-old as a journeyman. He's played in so many different leagues around the world. And the drive going up there for 2 points for Kwani, who's top scorer for FUS De Rabat. And of course, playing in the G League has been something where it has been good for him as well. Wisconsin Herd. Good defense there from FUS De Rabat. They've got to be very present and diligent in the paint. Suita in the corner, 3-shot.
Couple of changes here for the RSSB Tigers, with Axel Mpoyo, Osborne Shema on the court. He was out for 10 months, nursing an injury, and now getting a feel of the BAL and basketball at the BK Arena.
Ben Maheen trying to launch a high shot over the top. Just rattles but doesn't drop. 11 points still the lead. Randall, he's slick, he's sneaky. BAL.
Finally gets his first points in the BAL. BAL. And as you know in French, he used the ballon.
Oh, la 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 la. I'm not allowed to do that, am I? Q, you take over. Speak some French.
Absolutely not.
No, just missed over what I've just said, please.
Ballon uses the ballon. And we should give him the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, la, la.
Come on, why not?
Oh, la, 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 la.
Randall around the outside, going up for a shot. It's a long shot off balance. Zuita collects. There's 3 against 1 here. Surely set up for Diagne. And that is what you call a drain too. Alley-oop big time.
A big man's move there. Zuita staying the course and getting his first dunk in there as we head towards the end of the first quarter.
It's 8.7 seconds left to play. Finish off this first quarter. And of course, look at that lead. It's still 11 points. That is what you call XXL dunk.
Absolutely, 2 big men, one with the assist. And on the other side, Ballo finds and connects with that pass from Craig Randall. The second comes alive and gets his first points ever in the BAL.
24-13. Ballo, Randall. Bit of pressure defense. 2.3 seconds left to play. They get ball back sideline. They've no rush to pick it up.
Well, Craig Randall expressing himself on both sides of the court, on the right side earlier with the 3-pointer and now on the left, and Abdel Karim El Hauer with 2 personal fouls already. And it's really going to be a long day for the backcourt of FUS De Rabat in the absence of Will Perry, Abdullahi Haruna, and Anthony Pritchard.
24-13. That's the scoreline at the end of the first quarter. RSSB Tigers lead the way in their own backyard against FUS De Rabat of Morocco.
BAL fans, join me in welcoming the Budweiser's Bad X Dance Crew!
Yeah, back here for the start of the second quarter with the Tigers leading 24-13. Leonard Jr. working really well with 9 points, of course, and Randall. These are the key players working and putting together what has been a prolific start for the Tigers against Rabat.
It was definitely expected for RSSB Tigers to start with high energy, high pace. You see the coach, Henry Minuka, he's selecting a couple of different combinations, giving everyone an opportunity to get a feel of the game. And now we have the introduction of Diodon Ndaisenga, aka Gaston, as he's known here in Rwanda. And that quality from the backcourt is what is going to be very important for them going forward in this playoffs.
24-13. Leonard Jr. straight out and straight into action, but his shot doesn't fall. There he is. Won't count the basket.
Yeah, a bit of first, second jitters there for Ndaisenga, but his former MVP of the Rwandan League, quality player always happy to be playing in front of his friends, his family, the home crowd, his wife and child. And he'll find his fit.
Nui coming on, Zuita losing the ball. Good work from Leonard Jr. just to get in the way. A little cobra quick snake hand and down in the corner. Oh, front lip back out, Leonard Jr. Another chance. Yay! What's in the water here in Rwanda?
Well, I can tell you that that is a proper welcome to the land of 1,000 hills. Diodon showing that quality makes up for that missed basket earlier and the walk.
Hey, 0 from 7 for from the outside for FUS. And Ben Maheen with a wonderful drive there to put 2 on the table. And 0 from 7. 0-7 FUS De Rabat. They're at 45. That's a big score there coming from BAL. BAL time.
4 points for the Malian international. He's come alive now and is starting to feel his presence inside that paint.
I can tell you it's danger time now for this RSSB Tigers team, and FUS Rabat really do need to score.
Well, there's the answer to that cue with Zuita just driving baseline, getting to, keeping the points going, but they've got to find some answers from the outside.
Well, this time Nhore Habimana from the left side drives through the paint and gets the easy 2 points as RSSB Tigers make it 31.
Said El Uziri, that was a wasted opportunity there. A look at that from the big man outside, Ndizier, whose pronunciation of his name will never get right. I just want to call him Diodoni.
Yes.
That's easier for me.
You can call him Gaston if you want. Ndizeye or Ndaisava. Ndaisava means
you're making
we
like,
pray
he's got
to
28
him.
names, come on. Nui in the corner. First 3 that they managed to score tonight, and it's taken them 12 minutes and 38 seconds.
Ayub Nohi bringing so much quality from the outside. They find him in the corner. There was no one from us RSSB Tigers to play defense against him. He had a clear vision and made it count.
Leonard Jr. This time he doesn't manage to hit the 3. It's been taken. Kordu unable to get his hands on it because that man Matiang is getting in the way. Habimana through the middle. Matiang collects, tries to just float it over the top, and Zuita down on the ground and able to defend.
Athleticism is the name that Mangok goes by. Gets the steal on this other side and makes it count.
Second chance points here for FUS De Rabat. Lovely score from Kordu. That's a 9-point game. They're scoring important points now, which is making it a lot easier for them to just stay in this. 2 games, of course. And Zie goes again. That bounce pass is not to the right man. Zuita, Kordu gets fouled. 2 shots for the Moroccans.
Good sportsmanship there for Soufiane Kordu to help Nhore Habimana get up, and after he runs into him, almost smashes his face, but he'll have an opportunity to go to the free throw line. Soufiane Kordu, 40 years of age, 40 years young, and playing in yet another season here in the BAL.
He's not the oldest player we've had in the BAL, though, is he?
Well, I wasn't ready for you to bring up Q's age, but I mean, that's not on me.
I am Q, you've got a microphone. You've got the right to defend.
I do have the right to defend, but that's my manager, so I don't know which direction we're going right now.
It's very important to know that Quinton Denason is a former South African international who's played at the highest level of national team basketball in the African continent. So please respect him, Robbie.
And now I've been brought into the equation. Now it's all my fault. I wasn't going near there. I was actually thinking about a US Monastir player who he's had playing here, but also a Petra Rwanda, a former colleague of Q's.
And we could also go down a player that is now a coach in the BAL. You know, there are a couple of names that come to mind.
Exactly.
Stefan Konate, obviously.
It's a big score in the corner once again coming from Randall as he goes up to double figures, 10 points.
10 points, still far away from his BAL career high of 54 points.
That's great work from Cordu in the paint. Massive score, that really is. And winning the battle in the paint will be super important for FUS De Rabat because at the moment, Nui's hit a three-pointer from the outside, but otherwise, it's all about driving through the paint.
Second consecutive time that FUS De Rabat are involving Sofian Cordu, and that is very key for them. They need him to continue touching the ball and taking the game to Mangok Matiang, perhaps also get him to foul. And you see for the RSSB Tigers, second team foul, and FUS De Rabat still playing clean defense here in the second quarter.
Timeout called, 5:47 left in this second quarter. So we're going to take a small interval. We'll be back soon.
The person who makes the most free throws will win a BL prize pack. All right, let's send it to Brian to meet the contestants.
Thank you so much, Z. I'm with Cole on my left and...
It began with a dream of connecting the heart of Africa to the world. The first pioneers were brave, venturing into skies unknown, and today the same spirit lives on. Rwanda soars higher, carrying dreams and stretching our frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience. The kind where every detail is designed to make you feel at home. Rwanda is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
36-27, 5:47. Q, we're going to come over to you.
I had a chance to listen to Coach Henry Winuka, and what he was focused on was protection of the paint. He's not happy with the amount of touches that the bigs from the FUS De Rabat are getting and how comfortable they are inside the paint. So a lot of adjustments to be made to see if they can force the ball back on the outside and in the hands of the guards from FUS De Rabat.
And the thing is, we don't have Will Perry, we don't have Haruna, we don't have those players capable of hitting big shots from downtown, and I think that could pose problems. If they start to cancel out and lock down the paint, they've got to find answers and, you know, keys to unlock that defense in different ways.
8 of FUS De Rabat's points have been scored from second chance opportunities, and that's exactly what is worrying Henry Winuka.
Habimana's shot goes there. It's second chance points, but the rebound's been made. Good work from Kudu. Well, now he just getting there. Nui down into the corner. Iroegbu with the 3 shots. And it goes out of bounds over the top.
Uchenna Iroegbu still finding his fit here in this FUS De Rabat team. He's a player who understands what it means to play on the highest level. But they just need to continue finding a couple of spaces. Ayub Nuhi on this particular possession does that, but they're yet to get the results at the rim.
Jackson back on the floor, Randall. The A-listers are in town. Big shot, back out, another chance. Jackson takes the heat off. There's a little foul there from Iroegbu, just getting in the way. There's a little shove change of position there just to get in the way of Randall.
That's the fourth time that Rondo is drawing a foul. It's part of his game strategy, always to drive into the paint, get the opposition to foul him.
Pure net, pure net. Second three there for Ndizeye.
Ndizeye bringing that quality. We've seen it over the years, especially from the best line. And APR obviously in the league, but here as RSSB Tigers, also understanding to play to his strength.
FUS De Rabat chasing a place in the semi-finals for the very first time. Another long-range shot, this time Jackson for a three. No. And the touch looks like it's going to be FUS who regain possession there.
That play almost worked out for the RSSB Tigers. They have the length to execute and give themselves a second chance opportunity. But FUS De Rabat still showing fighting spirit.
Iroegbu does bring speed. That's Matiang, no. A foul as he tried to weave between players there. Iroegbu is really sneaky, as they just about to talk about his speed, his acceleration, his ability to really, you know, just change the pace at a vital moment when he sees that there's a lane to take. Matiang picks up that foul.
Uchenna Iroegbu, born in Sacramento, California, is American and Nigerian, is worn the famous green and white.
That's a great steal. Jackson for three. No. And again, good defensive work at the back there coming from Kwani Kwani. FUS De Rabat with a chance to try and get points, knock it back down to below double figures. Iroegbu tries to float one over the top. Randall collects. Kodu, lovely score.
That's beautiful. It makes sure that FUS De Rabat enter the 30-point mark here and reduce that deficit to just 9 points. Pressure now on RSSB Tigers to score in this possession.
Not the right target there for Randall. Q, when you see things like that, can that affect their game plan and their mindset?
And on a normal team, sure, but this team is built for three-point shooting. They have one big on the floor and four other guys that are able to space the floor and hit shots. So right now, you know, this is their team philosophy. They live and die by the three-pointer, and I think you'll just continue to see them work the strategy outside in, and it has worked for them throughout conference play. It's worked for them so far in this game because they still hold a 9-point lead.
Take one long-range shooter off, you bring another one on, and I think they've got a stockpile, haven't they? On the bench, eager to make the presence felt. It's exactly what they're about, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Kwani Kwani, Ben Maheen, Iroegbu. Dian comes back on. Shot clock down to 5, need to make a decision soon. Goes high up, over the top. Oh, lovely touch there from Kwani.
Right place, right time for the South Sudanese international Kwani Kwani to make sure that they stay within distance here. Just 7 points now with 2.5 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Jackson. Oh, a little step back, gets caught up with Ben Maheen. I think it might be BAL who's in trouble there.
Yeah, the foul is on Omar BAL. He tried to set the screen, but Antino Jackson Jr. did not wait for the placement, and the fact that he moved BAL is why it's been called as a foul now. 4 team fouls for RSSB Tigers with 2 minutes and 26 seconds to play. And there's a timeout on the floor. RSSB Tigers, they have to rethink how they approach their attack here against FUS de Rabat, who are growing in confidence, who are looking like they're finding their fit as compared to that first quarter. But they know that on paper, RSSB Tigers are the best team on the court, on the floor here today.
Take a look at the team stats.
Leonard Rundle, the second, only player in double digits, 10 points, 2 assists. Rafael Leonard Jr. with 9, just 1 away from double digits. Nore Habimano with the 8, Diodon Desire with 6, Omar Balo with 4. That means you have the starting 3 players of RSSB Tigers combining for 27 points of RSSB Tigers 39. The other side, Sofian Kurdu, Kwani combining for 16 points. And FUS de Rabat still looking for an X factor that can give them some breathing space against the home team, against a side that looks like a national team, against a team that came from the Kalahari Conference with just 1 loss.
Q, coming over to you.
Yeah, firstly, Ashi, when you talk about Kalahari versus Sahara, I think that's one of the themes that we're going to see throughout the playoffs. But in that timeout, really focusing on offensive execution. The players missing some of their rotations and moving in the wrong places in the offensive plays. So adjustments have been made. And the second focus, offensive rebounds, trying to keep FUS Rabat off the glass.
Ben Maheen with a drive. There's it's an offensive on Jackson, who celebrating a little moment there because he understands that Ben Maheen just got that right shoulder into him, took him off balance. Could have gone either way, I think.
There's a lot of contact from that point guard position. And Mohamedou Diane, 2 points, 3 rebounds. And the numbers are not quite adding up for the Senegalese center. Saeed El Bouzidi, the coach of FUS de Rabat, once again trying to get into the semi-finals.
I think the foul is actually on look, there's another foul, and this time it's against Jackson. It's with a push. It's a little bit frustrating, having just managed to get hold of possession. Well, we got 2:09 left here in this second quarter. Heroic Boo. Ben Maheen into the paint. There's Jan. Jan trying to use his height to get over the top. Gets the second chance and off the glass and in.
Great basket there from Mohamedou Diane coming up against Omar Balo. We know that the Senegalese and Malians have a healthy rivalry on a basketball court. He gets one over him and up to 4 points now.
Big shot back out. And there's the long shot. It's just a little bit short there for Iruegbu. Wow, look at that. Really good work there once again. Kwani, look at El Bouzidi. And he's trying to get his troops. Look at this, a 3-point lead now. Look what they've done. The Tigers losing, you know, a little bit of their growl, despite the fact that Randall tries to go over the top. Ben Maheen going down. 2 shots for Randall.
Good to see, you know, Elias Akboub get that basket earlier. But for the RSSB Tigers, they have to stay locked in. They have to be focused. Yes, you could be the best team on paper, but on the basketball court, things are different. They'll have to work for that victory. We already saw that with the way that Wilde Dakar approached their game earlier against Al Ahly. And now Craig Randall, the second, getting that first free throw in. But the versatility with which he attacks the paint, releases the ball, hits the rim, and gets a chance to go to the free throw line. He's up to 11 points with 2 assists and just continuing to contribute here and leading all scorers now with 12 points.
Q, over to you.
Important for this RSSB Tigers team to try and see some momentum, but FUS De Rabat, their execution has been great in the half court, and they're the better half court team at this point in this game.
Oh, what a block. And he flings it back, but unfortunately he couldn't get it back to a teammate. There's the long-range shot coming in. Habimane coming to the fore, putting in some really good defensive work. Shamer, sorry, putting in some really good defensive work. Out to Jackson. Jackson shakes off his man. BAL can't slam it in, but there's contact, and he will go straight to the free throw line. It is Akboob who just gets in his way.
Wow, look at the replay. Craig Rondo II finds Antino. Antino connects with Omar Ballo, who thought that he got enough off the ground to get that dunk, lands safely, and now gets an opportunity to go to the free throw line here for the RSSB Tigers.
But Omar Ballo looking to try and get himself into the Louvre, I get the impression.
He wants to get that image hanged in the Louvre. But of course, born in Koulikoro in Mali, he's won gold with Mali at the 2017 FIBA Africa Under-16 Championship in Mauritius. And a year later won gold with Mali still at the Under-18 Africa Championship for FIBA. And last year took Mali to the final, settled for silver after losing to the host Angola. And just shows you how much quality Mali keep producing. Last year we saw Aliou Diarra playing for APR, took them to the semi-finals, won bronze with them in Pretoria in the BAL playoffs, and now another Malian.
Koulikoro is just, it's about 40 miles south of Bamako, the capital city, on the banks of the Niger River. So nice part of the world, very pretty, very sunny, and a little bit of sand.
And the big question is if we can find an equivalent of Papangin in Mali.
Easy.
Easy.
Beautiful country. Come on.
Mali, of course, home to the great famous Timbuktu, one of the oldest universities in the world. And a beautiful country, Mali. They've dominated and swept everything from girls basketball to boys basketball at the under-16 level, at the under-18. And Omar Ballo represents that on the court today.
Timbuktu. Need to go there. Q, have you been to Timbuktu?
I haven't been to Timbuktu just yet.
We are taking you to Timbuktu.
Put it on your list. Right after the final, we're going to go there.
And while you were calling out all those great accolades, Asher, one that you might have missed was where Omar Ballo went with the Malian team to the World Cup final of the Under-19 and picked up a silver medal. That is one of, I'm sure it is one of their best accolades as well.
And remembering that tournament, absolutely fantastic. Mali were flying. Of course, the first African team to play in a FIBA final. We've seen South Sudan go to the Summer Olympics, almost beat USA in that friendly game in London 2 years ago in the summer. But Mali, they've been here over the decades, producing talent. And perhaps Ballo can give us some of that lucky charm.
Well, a little steal and a chance for Jackson! A triple from out west.
Same spot that he scored that three-pointer to get that victory against Petro de Luanda in the Kalahari Conference. He loves to take a shot under pressure, and you can see that in the way he celebrates.
Oh, and he's just unable to just beat the buzzer there with a shot and a little bit of frustration. But how about that for Jackson? What a timely score it was, just to give them that lead. They've stretched that lead. That is poetry in motion. Jackson is the man, and it's his first points out there today. 45-36, the scoreline here at the BK Arena. The Tigers lead FUS De Rabat.
And at 6 p.m., first seed Petro de Luanda of Angola matches up against the 8th seed. The BAL Cup for tickets and more information. Are you ready to take your BAL experience to the next level? Stay connected all season long by following the BAL on social media at the BAL. And make sure to visit the BAL.com for exclusive content, game highlights, and more. Don't forget to share your experience from tonight's game using the official hashtag, the BAL. Let's see who brings the best game day vibes.
Kigali, Rwanda! It's time for halftime performance presented by Visit Rwanda. Please welcome the sensational BAL!
Check. Kigali, how you feeling tonight? Oh, Susanna, I hope you're happy now. I see you flexing on the ground with your sponsor. Susanna, I hope you're happy now. I see you change your skin color and your hair is longer now. Nakuona pari, hapo kando ya Champs-Élysées, ukitesa na kamini, yeah.
45-36. It's half-time here. There's a show taking place. We're dancing, we're grooving, we're strutting our stuff. I'm trying to keep Usher focused as we take a look at the highlights.
Well, I can tell you that everyone in here is enjoying Bien's show. Bien from Kenya, obviously. And guess who's playing Bien?
Who?
The RSSB Tigers. Off on a high note with Nhore Habimana scoring that three-pointer from the right side. Craig Rondo the second, adding to the incredible offense that the Rwandan side are executing here against FUS De Rabat. On the other side, Mohamedou Diane and Zwita coming alive as well, contributing and staying within distance here against the Rwandan team.
Some big scores, working well in the paint with BAL making his entry and scoring two big dunks. But look at this, that's how it works for FUS De Rabat. Good connection there coming in with a big score coming from that man, Mohamedou Diane.
It is a big showing here, an outing for the bigs. On the other side, Omar Balo. On the FUS De Rabat side, Ayub Nuhi getting his first three-pointer here in this game to stay within good, books with the coach in terms of their strategy. But also, really, Akbub, Sufyan Kurdu contributing inside the paint. It's not been easy for them, but defense has played a key role. But look at that shot. Antino Jackson Jr., the captain of the RSSB Tigers, taking us to the halftime break with a beautiful, well-executed taking us to the halftime break with a beautiful, well-executed three-pointer and kisses to all the fans who've come out in big numbers.
So 45-36, but let's take a closer look at some of the numbers there.
8 three-pointers for the RSSB Tigers, 7 more than what FUS De Rabat have been able to come up with. But the fact that they've attempted 23 threes should show you what the game strategy is for the RSSB Tigers. From the rebound point of view, 23 for FUS De Rabat, 3 more than the RSSB Tigers, 10 assists for the Rwandan side, for Henry Mwinuka's team. That shows you they've been trying to put that ball around. 16 for 37 from the field, 15 for 36 for FUS De Rabat. And at the halftime break, we have a 9-point gap between the two teams. And the numbers, individual numbers, Leonard Rundle II leading with 12 points, 2 assists. Tafael Leonard Jr. 1 point away from double digits with 9 points. Nhore Habimana with 8 and 3 rebounds. Diodon Dize and Umar Balo coming off the bench combined for 11. On the other side, Sufyan Kurdu with 8, Kwani with 8 as well, Zvita with 6, and Diane with the 4.
baby, when you wind up. You're killing the boy now. Kigali, you're killing the boy now. Rwanda, you're killing the boy now. Extra pressure, baby, when you wind up. You're killing the boy now. I say you're killing the boy, of course. You're killing the boy. Now listen, I had to put my life on pause and follow you where you're going. And if I make you my business, I'll stop at no loss. Cause I'm in love and it's showing. No force, can't separate. Extra pressure, baby, when you wind up. You're killing the boy. I say you're killing the boy, of course. You're killing the boy. Woo! Repete, yeah. A legendary time catch a wine up a sun going a bamba. Siwezi sema sana, tena siwezi bonga sana. I never had a type in my life when the vibe down the bamba. Siwezi wacha nyama, ila waskulaki sana. Leo silali, nikukesha mitungi na washa na choma. Tena sijali, yamewashinda yao yetu wataweza. Leo silali, nikukesha mitungi na washa na choma. Tena sijali, yamewashinda yao yetu wataweza.
Well, he's the man of the moment, isn't he? Being having an absolute blast here. Usher singing along as if it's the last party on earth. What on earth is happening here? Well, basically the Tigers have sank their teeth into this encounter. Big shots, big players. And Randall, of course, the record holder, hitting high, dry, and swishly in.
Well, it is a bien show here for Craig Randall II, starting off from where he stopped in the Kalahari Conference, showing that he can shoot from any angle on the floor. I spoke to him yesterday about their approach to the playoffs, and he said, we can't wait to play in front of the home crowd. And you see that in the way that he attacks the paint from the left side, from the right. Look at the quality, the individual brilliance. We saw that in so many of the 5 games that he played, but really the use of the glass on this particular possession and the confidence with which his own teammates have every time he gets that ball, whenever he releases it, he puts it in the air, gets that swish, and the court vision as well, the follow through, the jump away shots that he takes, his shot selection absolutely stand out, and that's what you want to see from a quality player like that, bringing energy to this RSSB Tigers team.
Well, 2 of 3 from the 2 points, but 2 of 7 from the 3 points, just to give you an idea of where he's been at. But just look at this, that's where he is going into the halftime break.
29% from the three-point line, 12 points after 2 quarters, 40% from the field, 2 assists, yet to pick a rebound, but there's so many players to do that on the floor for the RSSB Tigers. We've seen the involvement of Omar Balo with 4 rebounds, Mangok Matiang as well with 4, but in general, the RSSB Tigers are looking great. For FUS De Rabat, the veteran himself, Sufyan Kurdu, coming alive inside the paint, taking the game to Mangok Matiang, drawing the fouls, and Uchenna Uregbu on this particular possession being able to single him out and give him an opportunity to shine the light on his career.
Q, just coming over to you regarding Kudu's looking good in the paint. It's not a one-man show though, is it? He needs a little bit of support.
Well, they really have struggled from the three-point line, have FUS De Rabat. They have not been able to connect at a high percentage at all. And if one area is not working, then they've gone inside, and Kurdu has dug into his bag of experience. And, well, he showcased a really amazing skill set. And so far, the veteran is doing a great job of keeping his team in it. And even with their limited rotation, FUS Rabat, well, they're competitive right now, and it's pretty good to see.
Sure, you know, they're missing a lot of their key components. You know, we talk about Will Perry, talk about, you know, Aruna, you know, and of course, Pritchard. You know, the key elements. We basically got a very solid, homegrown unit of players. They're working hard. They're doing pretty well, but they need to find a few more answers. The big thing is they need to try and keep Tigers at bay.
Well, when you talk about their best player being a 40-year-old at the moment is not exactly what they would have wanted, taking on one of the most youthful teams in RSSB Tigers. But 8 points for Sofian Kurdu, 100% from the field. He's been very efficient. He's picked up 1 rebound, and going into the second half of this game, he'll have to continue taking on Omar Balo, Mangok Matiang inside the paint, but also giving an opportunity to
watch every Basketball Africa League game live on the BL website at bl.nba.com. Just check the schedule, click Watch Live, register, sign up with your NBA ID, and you're in. The BL would like to hear from you, so scan the QR code up on the video board and share your experience.
Welcome back to the BK Arena, 45-36, and well, the Tigers are in fact leading by 9 as we take a look at the key player comparison.
We've spoken about the 3 points and how it's been very crucial for the RSSB Tigers. 2 of the 7 scored for the RSSB Tigers by that man, Leonard Rundle II. Yes, he scored 54 points before in a single game, setting a new BAL scoring record, but we've seen over the last 2 quarters that there's still so much fire in him. He's yet to come alive. He's still finding his feet. There's so many other players who are involved in the offensive play, and it's really the strategy of Coach Henry Mwinuka to give an opportunity to everyone to shine in this game. But FUS De Rabat, Sofian Kurdu has already come to the forefront to bring more of that expertise and quality. But Ayub Nohe with just 3 points in 5 minutes, 21 seconds played for the Moroccan champions is just not enough. They have to do more on the offensive side. No player is in double digits for FUS De Rabat, and only 3 players have 6 or more points.
Moments away from the start of the third quarter. I mean, what an important third quarter this is. FUS De Rabat will have to dig deep. They'll have to come out with a real bit of a fight and front up to these Tigers, who find an answer every time, manage to, just keep them at arm's length. With the likes of Randall and Leonard Jr., we know that they can just score very important points. FUS De Rabat, a lot to play for. Kwani in possession.
And as we've seen, the quarterfinals, new format in town at the BAL playoffs. Best of two teams will proceed to the semi-finals, and every possession continues to matter. On the court now for the RSSB Tigers, Antino Jackson Jr., Omar Balo, Leonard Randall the second, and of course Nore Habimana as well as Mangok Matiang.
He did really well, didn't he, Balo? Just getting in the way of Cordu, not giving him that little bit of space, no separation, no chance of scoring. And Randall trying to get himself the shot, picked up by Manyang. Good work from Cordu. Zuita, wow, that was right in the middle lane, wasn't it? Difficult for Kwani to get his hands on that.
Way too many hands, following up good transitional defense there by Antino Jackson Jr. and Nore Habimana.
Should have just held it, should have just maybe just hold, he had time. Zuita didn't need to rush it.
Well, he thought he would use the matchup in size, the mismatch, but didn't work out for them. And second time in a row that the RSSB Tigers have a turnover.
Hey, it's a bit of a block party. There we go, Zuita with the two.
That's how you want to start a quarter, and things are working out for FUS De Rabat. They reduce that deficit to just 7 points here.
Oh, again, Cordu, block number 3. Unbelievable. Stopping the big man from going through. Hey, whatever you can do at the age of 40, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Aging like wine.
Well, there's the foul there on Habimana as he tried to loft in a big 3 shots.
Well, Kwani getting involved here on the defensive setup of FUS De Rabat as Nore Habimana heads to the free throw line. Raised in Canada, and his first opportunity to play in the Rwandan League was actually with RSSB Tigers. Found his way to Reg and then played for APR. And obviously with the RSSB Tigers featuring in season 6, is now wearing another jersey, but a full circle moment for him as he goes back to this RSSB Tigers side that gave him a chance to showcase his skill here in the Rwandan League.
10 points in the bag now for Habimana. We saw Nuni Omota that was, of course, walking along and looking to try and watch there. Let's catch up. We've got a wonderful little moment here. NBA Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum has joined Quinton Dedason.
BAL playoffs time. How do you reflect on the league's growth, and what stands out to you most about the momentum we are seeing here on the ground across Africa?
Oh, it's amazing to be back here in Kigali for the 6th season of the BAL. The thing that strikes me the most is how far we've come since our inaugural season in 2021 right here in Kigali, where we were playing in a bubble. And I look at the quality of the competition right now. It's so good right now. These players are so talented. They're fighting hard. They're playing hard. And we're seeing great momentum in the business. Record attendance, record merchandise sales, record viewership, social media engagement. So all the metrics are really, really positive.
I mean, that sounds really amazing. Earlier today, you hosted an Investor Day to explore the future of the Basketball Africa League. What can you share about the progress of the conversations, and how does that potential transition to the franchise model
is shaping the next chapter.
Yeah, all the momentum that we've seen over the last 6 seasons or so has led to this moment. We're now at the moment where we're ready to go out and have permanent BAL franchises in the biggest cities in Africa. And we think what that's going to do is create stronger ties to the community. It's going to create bigger commercial opportunities. It's going to create more opportunities for building of infrastructure, more beautiful arenas like this. And it's also going to create opportunities for more boys and girls to play the game of basketball. So we're so excited. We had an investor day here in Kigali where we had a ton of people who are expressing to us their desire to have a franchise in their market.
It's out again. Thank you so much for all the amazing work. The BAL continues to grow. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Quentin. Thanks for everything you've been doing for the BAL as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mark Tatum. Thanks, Q. Lovely to hear those words. We relish and appreciate, you know, the progress of BAL in so many different areas, don't we, Asha?
Absolutely. Looking at all the potential investors in Kigali right here courtside, enjoying all the action and getting a feel of what the product looks like. It's just amazing and shows the growth of the BAL over the years.
Randall slides his way into another score. Look at that. Beautifully done. And another 2 points to take him up to 14.
Well, if you thought that Rwanda was just a basketball player, think again. He is into acrobatics, and look at that move and the way that he was able to maneuver his way to the basket. And of course, his family is right here.
That's right.
Enjoying all the action.
She was down in Pretoria. His partner, of course, and more family members turning up to follow what he's doing here, and his team. Randall gets the ball back there from Habimana, tries to launch it high. Ballo's committed a foul on Kordu, and that means that that's his third personal foul, which is a problem. 6:37 left in the third.
That's a big problem here for the RSSB Tigers. But Kordu manages to put himself in a good position to box out and use an opportunity to get the ball possession back for FUS De Rabat, and they do, and Balo heads to the bench.
Yeah. Iroegbu, he goes high, gets the 2+1. That's a great move. The acceleration and the speed. I mean, you know, he played for the Nairobi City Thunder, rumbled their way, you know, into their second BAL. There's a third foul for Habimana as well.
He had just 2 points in the opening 2 quarters, Uchenna Iroegbu, but has now scored 4 quick points for FUS De Rabat. It shows that he's taking on more responsibility now, attacking the paint, and for Nore Habimana to get a 4th personal foul is not healthy for the RSSB Tigers. But in comes Axel Mpoyo, who will fill in his position there, and that changes the dynamics on the court for the RSSB Tigers. Axel Mpoyo for the RSSB Tigers. Axel Mpoyo will play the small forward role, and Osborne Shema support Mangok Matiang inside the paint.
Who's got 3 fouls? You know, you actually have a look at some of you got 2 bigs, and Habimana, of course, you know, picked up 3 and 4 fouls. That's could be a problem going into the 4th quarter, depending on how they deal with the next 6:30 here, 51-40, and the ball in the hands of the Tigers. Q, we're going to come over to you.
Leonard Jr. hasn't come back from the locker room, and we haven't seen him yet on the floor. And that could be a reoccurrence of the foot injury that saw him not play for the last couple of games in the Kalahari Conference. And that, again, will create some rotation issues for this RSSB Tigers team.
That's a big shot. Well, if you've got Jackson in town, I mean, he's going to dance his way all the way to the 3-point shooting range and produce another clinic.
Captain Fantastic. That's what confidence does.
It's a steal. It's Randall. Randall on the handle.
Wow, the house is on their feet. All the fans, they've been waiting for moments like this to enjoy Craig Randall II individual brilliance, and he's making no mistake.
18, your age, Usher. 18 points. Lovely.
I don't know what binary you're counting.
Oh, it doesn't matter. My abacus tells me 18. Nui floats one over the top, a delight to the eye. The perfect way to respond, but it's a 13-point differential here. Oh, come on. You cannot do that. The behind-the-back pass from Randall to Matiang, and he gets fouled trying to rise up and put the 2 points on the board.
Well, he can shoot the ball, Craig Randall. He can feed the bigs, and in this case, Mangok Matiang fails to connect there. There's a bit of contact from Ayub Nuhi and Sofian Kurdu, but that would definitely have made it to the highlight reel. Mangok, 33 years of age, born in Juba in Sudan at the time in 1992. It's now South Sudan, the youngest country in the world, before, of course, fleeing to Sudan because of the civil war. Went to Egypt and ended up in Australia, started in Sydney, played football, did track and field, but he was encouraged to play the game of basketball because he was tall, and the rest is history.
There he is, Matiang, doing the damage there. He's up to 4 points with his 3 fouls. It's 59-44. FUS De Rabat need to get a response. Remember, this is over 2 games. This is so big advantage is not good. Iroegbu gets 2 there. You want to keep it single digits would be good. Double figures, not so good.
He's up to 8 points. Uchenna Iroegbu.
Oh, lovely work there. And it's El Hawa stealing, but trying to get the ball to Nui. There you go. They're your friends from Rwanda you like to dance with normally. I'm trying to hold Usher back from going up there. She's so keen to dance, it's crazy. 59-46, 4:54 left in the third. We'll be back.
And our BAL fans, join me in welcoming our very own.
We're now in Akagera National Park. It's a home of the Big Five. I fell in love in Kigali. People like to enjoy life. This was my dream since I was a kid, walking with the gorillas every day.
There is something really magical about Nungwe National Forest. This is our little piece of heaven.
Rwanda is a place that everybody should really visit.
Kigali, one more time, give it up for the Extreme Cheerleaders.
59-46, 4:54 in the third. 13-point lead there for the Tigers. FUS De Rabat need to find answers. Q has all of the answers normally.
Sometimes I try, but I have a little bit of a recipe that Coach Hendrik Monika was having with his team, and it's about being more aggressive, attacking the paint. As much as they've been able to knock down shots, they want to continue their aggression on the offensive end out of this timeout and see if they can force FUS Rabat into more foul trouble.
Well, they're doing great things, aren't they? That's good work from Hawa just to get his hand in the way, stop Matiang from getting there. Picked up by Nui, just holding it. You know, using the clock. They got to be smart about it, make the right passes. Nui flings it back out, but it's gone into no man's land. Just have to be a little bit more patient.
Well, those 2 turnovers will hurt FUS De Rabat. It was going to be very important for their rhythm and momentum here in the third quarter. And you can see the frustration on the face of Coach Said El Bouzidi. But they're a team that like to be resilient, and they'll come back.
Matiang just given so much space to get that rebound. They can't get deflated. Well, let's run out of space. Nui in front of Shema. Oh my word. Contact. And that will be 2 shots there. Abimana came in before he could rise up over the rim. There was a little touch to the hands.
Well, obviously looking at the replay here, Ayub Nuhi thought he had a clear lane to the basket, but Osborne Shemer comes from behind, has contact with the ball, and that length is exactly why he is on the floor. He was unfortunate to be out with an injury for 10 months, and during that period of recovery lost his lovely sister, and he said that playing in the BAL players for the RSSB Tigers, Osborne Shemer, helps him, and it is a dedication to his late sister. So every minute, every possession, every moment he spends on the floor here today is for his amazing family who continue to support him in his basketball career.
Went to Doha to get his treatment, the operation, etc., to get him right. Same place as where Neymar was. There's Leonard Jr. Look, he's not going to come back on. As you mentioned, Q, that's something that's a bit concerning. He turned, he went down on his ankle, he received the treatment. It looks like they're just trying to keep him wrapped in cotton wool rather than getting him out there, right, Dasha?
They have so much quality on the floor, the RSSB Tigers, especially with Randall the second on the floor.
Oh, they get another chance. Jackson as well, the captain, goes over the top. There's a foul committed. And once again, gets himself into those pockets of space. I mean, Randall is just awkward, complicated, difficult to deal with.
Instant offense is what Randall is, and we have not seen such prolific scoring in the BAL in the 6 seasons, and he continues to just prove that he is a real factor, especially on the scouting report, and even with the preparation that you have, he's still a prolific scorer.
Craig Randall the second comes from a basketball family. His father played basketball, his mother as well, and his brothers Lance and Kyle, they keep him accountable. He says that when he scored the 54 points to set the BAL record, his brother told him he could have made it 60. So he knows that nothing is given. He has to continue shining and fighting.
El Hawa back out to Iregbu. Nui's first attempt doesn't fall. Nui calls for it. And he gets it. Shoots. Front rim will pick it up. Third time lucky. Oh, just loses possession under pressure from Mboyo. And an opportunity to try and get points means that they still trail by 13.
Well, even if the RSSB Tigers are in the lead here, they will not be pleased with the way they've approached the game. They're struggling on a couple of ball possessions in terms of how they execute. They're a team that love to score in high numbers, but they'll have to find their rhythm. Perhaps it comes with playing at home in front of their fans for the very first time.
Here's Randall. Randall around the outside. Tries to go, oh my word. What can he? He can do absolutely anything. He's up to 22 now.
Skill is not bought in the market. You got to work on it. And Craig Randall II, he does that all the time.
You know, constantly, consistent. And I think that when you see a player of that level bringing his A game to the floor right through the Kalahari Conference, straight into the first quarterfinal, you know that you've got a gem. And I think that, he's looking like he's probably one of the best acquisitions from overseas that we've seen in the BAL. We've had a few as well, from Dixon right through, but he has been extraordinary so far.
Absolutely extraordinary, and just let that shot go by. But had a chat with his dad, and he talked a lot about the work that he does in the off season.
Zie with a big three, another one dropping in from the sky.
This time he does it on the other side of the court, but again from the best line. It's really one of his best shooting positions and executes, and FUS De Rabat yet to find a solution for that.
Akboob in the paint, good moment that is. We saw him in the Sahara Conference before he picked up that injury, of course, that kept him out for the final 3 games. Same game that we saw Zwita go out, and what he showed at the start was flashes of brilliance. He was looking very slick for the first 2 games, then all of a sudden, you know, he doesn't play the final 3. Once he finds that momentum, you've got a player who's quality. Do you want to pick your winner? Carry on, Usher.
I would encourage you to vote, and please tell everybody to get involved.
73% to 27%. You still got time to vote, people. Yes, you have. Q, over to you. Have you voted?
I try.
Jackson puts in the 2, and Q's been saved by the score.
Antino Jackson Jr. says playing the game of basketball has really saved his life. He's had to, you know, learn to play the game, and you see that in the way that he celebrates. He came to play for the Rwanda Energy Group, ended up joining APR, did not find his fit, but with the RSSB Tigers, he's become the face of this team and continues to work hard every time he's given an opportunity on the floor.
Diagne. Need more out of Diagne. Doesn't spend much time on the floor, and he can lift off. That's a great score, and Akboob starting to show us what he's capable of. 5 points for him.
Great work there, especially in the absence of Zwita and Sofian Kurdu.
A fullback 2 attempts. Kwani with another rebound. That's his 9th. And he's on the cusp of a double-double. On the cusp. 8 points so far. A little bit short. Collected there by Nzizier. And there's the charge. There's Jackson. Oh my word, that's a crushing foul there. And he really got taken out on that occasion in a big way. It seems to be okay, Bizimana.
Kwani, co-tap, mid-air. At least both players are safe there. And Bizimana with an opportunity to score his first ever points in the BAL playoffs. One of the young players featuring in the Rwandan League. And of course, Antino finding him on that transition, just waiting for an opportunity for him to be part of the offensive play here.
When you look at the style of play of the RSSB Tigers and the fact that they can quickly get out in transition, but also attack the perimeter. And if they miss, they have bodies that crash the boards. They are just a very terrifying offense to come up against. And the adjustments that defenses have got to make are extensive. And so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Coach Buzidi does out of this and going into the 4th quarter, because they have to make inroads into this lead if they want to keep that final fixture interesting.
Well, with those 2 converted free throws, it means that Bizimana becomes the 8th player to join the scoreboard here for the RSSB Tigers. They're dynamic, they're versatile, and even without Tafael Leonard Jr., they're still able to score.
.9 seconds remaining here.
And that foul means that Kwani will head to the free throw line. Both of these teams in foul trouble with less than a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. It's beginning to look like the RSSB Tigers have the upper hand here consistently in this game and dominating every quarter. They won the first by 11 points, 24 for them and 13 for FUS De Rabat, and had a lead at the halftime break. But that man, Uchenna, on the cusp, like you said, of a double-double, 8 points and 9 rebounds, but on the bench, getting a breather. He's earned that substitution there. That's a walk. That's a walk. He was absolutely already thinking about the basket on the other side.
Ben Mahine, Akbub, Kwani. Kwani, 9 points so far, looking to try and extend that. El-Hawa picks it up. Tian with the screen is down into the corner. Chance for a 3-shot. Net is the only way. Kwani with 3.
Wow, it's been a very tough day from the 3-point line for FUS De Rabat, and that's the second time. Earlier it was Ayub.
Oh, the communication breakdown between the 3 players, and it was there for the taking. El-Hawa fouls. I can't believe that they didn't communicate better. That was just a simple collect, score, communicate.
Well, it happens in the game of basketball, but Mohamed Dian thought it was him, Kwani on the other end, but Bizimana in the right place at the right time, tries to feed Ndizeye, but it doesn't work out for them. And they'll have an opportunity on the charity line here, the RSSB Tigers.
He looks a little bit deflated, Coach El Bouzidi. He's not as active and as vocal as he usually is. You can understand that he's deflated because this scoreline is looking a little bit. Well, I mean, it's only 13, but he's not. I don't know. Tell us more.
I don't think that that's even a part of his vocabulary. I do think we will see some interesting adjustments going into the fourth quarter. The character of FUS Rabat is to fight, and they will figure out a way to slow down the offense, maybe take it into the half court, just limit the amount of possessions and see if they can win a couple more possessions than RSSB Tigers and push the scoreline a little bit closer. It might have to be done from the 3-point line as well.
Yeah, Nui's he hit a wonderful 3-pointer. The question is, where are the other points going to come from? They have to find options, and at the moment they don't have many options from the outside, and then they're making a few little errors going through the paint, when they do have those scoring opportunities.
It's been a very tough outing for them. They're also a team that can shoot the ball from the outside. And Ayub Nuhi, they have to try and find him. El-Hawa as well is a good executor from the 3-point line. And those are some of the options that they have.
What's the result from the official review, Q?
The result is that the foul stays the same, no upgrade, will just be 2 shots as per normal.
20.7 seconds remaining.
Two personal fouls for El-Hawa as we go towards the end of the third quarter. But that man, Diodon Ndizeye, on the free throw line, is come through the ranks here in the Rwandan League. Played for the Patriots, won the league, was named MVP in the Rwandan Top Flight League. Came from IPRC Kigali, not so far from here in Kicukiro district, and now joined APR and then RSSB Tigers as a Rwandan team looks to go all the way to the final of a BAL. But first, the quarterfinals, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 for 6 from the field. And Ndaisaba becomes the 3rd player for RSSB Tigers to have double digits with 10 points. 1 less than Nore Habimana.
Again, Akbu straight through the middle. He's got a very good game. He's a very slick operator, isn't he? Because he does the simple things right. That was the right score. But look what Randall's doing. He's causing all sorts of issues there, but it's been too late to try and go up the other end. Randall doesn't score on at the end of the third. It is a 12-point lead that the Tigers have, and FUS De Rabat have got a hand to play in the fourth quarter. We'll take a break.
Fans, it's now time for the Rwanda Air Deal or No Deal, and here's how it works. One lucky fan will have the chance to win a mystery prize courtesy of our friends at Rwanda Air. The contestant will choose one of 3 mystery boxes, each containing a different prize. Once their prize is revealed, they can either keep their original prize or trade it in for one of the 2 remaining. And a chance to win something bigger. All right, let's now send it to Brian. Brian.
Thank you so much, Z. I'm with MA. She knows the rules. You got to choose box 1, box 2, or box 3. Which one you got? Okay. 3? Let's see what's in 3. I blew the whistle, but didn't correctly. I thought that I was clear. Now, see? You know why? We've got a big air ticket going to East Africa. All taxes included. Congratulations to MA. You win yourself a Rwanda ticket going to East Africa. And reminding you that all taxes included. Give it up for MA. She wins herself a Rwanda ticket going to any East Africa. All taxes included.
71-59, and the game summary is for you, Asha.
11 3-pointers for the RSSB Tigers at the end of the third quarter, just 2 for FUS De Rabat. That right there is the difference that has the Rwandan side in the lead against FUS De Rabat going into the last quarter. 32 rebounds for the home side, 1 less than FUS De Rabat were able to do, but the dunk of the game, Rondo finding Omar Balo, who connects with that ball. Look at the energy with which he impacts that rim, and what a great introduction to the BAL playoffs.
And that is our D of the G.
The D of the G. Wow, I didn't see that coming. I think you did.
Brought to you by Rwanda. Q.
The dream of Africa.
I know you spoke about the body language from Coach Al Bouzidi, but that was a very fiery third quarter break, and there's still a lot of belief from FUS. They want to continue to attack the paint. They want to continue to see if they can unlock the three-point line, but a big focus on the defensive end and stopping the scoring of Randall.
Matt Yang with the groove, smiling, ready to enter this fourth quarter. But of course, FUS De Rabat hungry. They want to get themselves points. They want to try and fight for this. They have fight, they have bite. They beat Club African. They were unbeaten with a very fine performance. Let's see what they can do out here now. Oh, coming back and dealing with that. It's gone out of bounds though. But
so many jittery hands. Perhaps the players need some powder, you know, like the LeBron James powder, playoffs powder.
Pum pum.
Yes, but of course it's the start of the fourth quarter here, and both of the teams trying to find their fit. FUS De Rabat with the ball possession.
Kwani 12 points. Here's El Hawa. Out into the corner, Akboob. Oh, he gets rid of Nziziye. Back out, Ben Mahina tries to go for the 3-shot. Second chance. And nearly leaves the ball behind. Back out, Akboob. El Hawa, 3! Big score that is for El Hawa.
I spoke about El Hawa finding his rhythm from the three-point line, and now he becomes the third FUS De Rabat player to score from range, and that's exactly what they needed. They pass that ball around, find space, get him the ball, and he executes from the three-point line.
There's a foul on Ben Maheen. That's his third personal. Just look at this, getting tangled up with you-know-who. Randall.
And talking about fouls, this man, Nore Abimana, he has 4 personal fouls. He also has to stay careful so he can remain on the floor for RSSB Tigers.
Comes out wide. Oh, it just goes out the back. 12-point advantage, picked up there by Kwani. Kwani tries to go up, it's been snatched, the defense is good. That's gone all the way down into the corner, foot over the line, out of bounds. A little bit close.
He came close. He thought he had enough to secure that ball, Rondo, but Balo, a bit unfortunate with that pass. But the RSSB Tigers are still comfortable 39% from the field for them, 45 for FUS de Rabat, who've been more efficient.
You can see Abdel Karim El Hawa saying we need to communicate a little bit better just to make sure that we get those points on plays. Comes out Kwani with a big shot. There's the rebound, and Akboob unable to get his hands on it. Ballo does the business at the back. Randall, 3-shot, high, dry. Whoa.
There's a foul called on the floor.
And it's going against FUS de Rabat once again. I think it was on Ballo.
And RSSB Tigers have an opportunity to extend that lead to double digits. 4 personal fouls for Kwani, and that's not good news for Coach Said El Bouzidi, but he has options on the floor.
He's going through the paint this time. The SWAT team are in position. And Diane a little bit frustrated, Akboob as well. Akboob will pick up that foul. That's going to be just his second personal, but Randall, come on. He's just causing chaos in the paint and outside.
That's exactly why they signed a player like Rondo. He brings that energy, can attack the paint, he can shoot from the outside. And you can see the instructions in the scouting report were very clear. Every time he heads to the basket, he attracts 3 players. That's how much of a quality player he is. But now with another opportunity to go to the free throw line here, Rondo.
What he showcased in the Kalahari Conference was his ability to attack the paint as well. You know, we saw his ability to knock down threes when he broke the record, but he is a very skilled finisher inside the paint, and his athleticism just gives him a little bit of an edge.
And the shots from the free throw line as well. In fact, I saw that Akboob actually got swatted by one of his own. It was Diane who knocked him down. And it was FUS de Rabat's 10-point lead. It's all about, it's kind of like damage limitation, you know? It's, you think that FUS de Rabat is starting to get themselves back into this, and all of a sudden, you know, the Tigers just go for it. Said El Bouzidi, honestly, I've never seen him so dormant, if you like, you know, just in how his body gesture just tells us that he's watching and hoping. Oh, it's Diana doing, that's picked up, second chance. Oh, it comes off the foot of Matiang, it's going to be green ball.
Well, for Coach Said El Bouzidi, you have to feel sorry for him, because before the season started, they of course lined up a couple of great signings. They thought that they had the team to go all the way to the final for the first time for a Moroccan team. And the injuries have just not helped their cause here. But it's just a 10-point game. You know, there's still so much basketball yet to be played. 7 minutes to be exact.
Yeah, there's a lot of, you can be, you know, they're coming up against, I think a lot of people have said that, you know, maybe the best team this season in the BAL. Shots like that go in. The depth that they've got, Habimana up to 13.
Incredible choice for Habimana to attack the paint and just give them another edge on their offense.
Akboob with the 3 shots. Oh, pure net, I like that. Now, he scores points in the paint. He's the one scoring from the outside. More time on the floor, more points for the team.
Lovely. 4th different player to score a 3-pointer here for FUS de Rabat on top of Ayoub Nouhi, El Hawa, and of course, Ben Min.
Double figures now for Akboob. Oh, there's good defensive work there, and Ballo looking to try and do what he does best, which is blockbuster dunks off the glass and in. And Akboob has now moved up to 12 points.
He's come alive here, Akboob, asking the questions at the right time.
Oh my, that was massive from the parking lot and in.
That man has scored 11 3-pointers at some point in this BAL season against Der City, and he's still amassing more numbers, up to 27 points for Rondo.
Nouhi going high, tries to use the glass. Ballo with a rebound.
Wow, 10-point game here with 5 minutes to play. And a foul on that man, Rondo.
And it's going to be the 4th personal for Ben Maheen. He'll join Kwani. And this time, Saeed El Bouzidi comes off out of his seat. Kordu about to come on. And look at Leonard Jr., he's hobbling there. If we can get, maybe see some images as he just gave the towel there to Randall.
Well, Ben Min talking to Omar Sy, the referee, as they tried to understand exactly what was the call, but Craig Rondo II got the ball, was able to stay suspended in mid-air, attracted the foul, and got that foul on him, and of course, he goes to the charity line. We'll be back after this break.
It began with a dream of connecting the heart of Africa to the world. The first pioneers were brave, venturing into skies unknown, and today the same spirit lives on. Rwanda soars higher, carrying dreams and stretching our frontiers. It's not just a flight, it's an experience. The kind where every detail is designed to make you feel at home. Rwanda is more than an airline. We are a bridge between Africa and the world, between you and your dreams. Welcome to Kigali.
Ten-point difference between Tigers and FUS De Rabat. 5:29 left to play. Q, what's come out? Oh, first of all, we're going to look at the block of the game. Let's have a look at this. There's the passing. Ballo goes up, and Kordu, he had 3 back-to-back-to-back blocks coming in succession. Impressive work there. That's the B of the G.
Bagok Matiang thought that he had that one-handed opportunity to dunk on Sofiane Kordu, but he was in for a great shock as the 40-year-old Moroccan international decided to bring his A game and block him on that particular possession. But that man, Craig Rondo II, 172 points in 6 games already for the RSSB Tigers in this BAL Season 6. He's chasing the big numbers, but more importantly, he says he wants to take this Rwandan team to the final. But first, FUS De Rabat stands in the way in the quarterfinals.
Q, what was said in the timeout?
Well, really planning around getting a little bit more touches for Omar Ballo on the interior as they continue to make adjustments on the offensive side that they think are going to help them in the next game. So just look for the adjustments on the offensive side, and Omar Ballo getting a couple more touches inside the paint.
Ballo with 9 rebounds, 5 points. He's been protector of the boards out there, but also scoring some big dunks as well. Akboob trying to go around Matiang, who gets the rebounds. That's going to be his 9th rebound for Matiang. Long-range shot, surely not. This time, Randall can't get his spot there. Kordu. Akboob off the glass. Matiang with the rebound. And that's going to be his 9th rebound. Front rim, back out. Second chance. Comes back out to Ballo, back out to Matiang. Here we go once again. There's the shot coming in, it's floated over the top. Randall up to 32 points.
Wow, beautifully done. It is the 3rd time that he enters the 30-point mark in this BAL season. Craig Rondo II.
Kordu, 15-point lead with 4 minutes 14 left to play. Kordu drives through, gets fouled.
Wow, RSSB Tigers chasing another century in this BAL season. They've scored 100 plus 3 times before in 5 games. And with 4 minutes to play, seems like a possibility here.
Their only loss in the Kalahari Conference was against the Nairobi City Thunder, 92-101. And that was the only time they didn't manage to breach the 100-point barrier. We saw Leonard Jr. there, hobbling earlier, just to give the towel to his partner in crime, Randall. I wonder what his state of play is and whether or not he'll be able to play the next games, because that ankle injury could be quite serious.
We'll find out after assessment from the RSSB Tigers medical team, Dr. Arlette and Fabrice, who did a good job, by the way, with him earlier before they started preparing for the playoffs.
The pass, Balo! Blockbuster dunk! Come on!
Wow, energy, precision, right there for that man, Omar Balo, and that's the third time that he's dunking in this game, and that's a proper welcome to the BAL.
Sledgehammer finish, come on! He does it his own way, but that's, well, he pulled the trigger, smashed, crashed it down. Big scoring moment for the Malian.
Well, a great representation for Mali, and eagle-like vision, like they're called back home in the West African nation, and the crowd love every minute.
Well, you got players who will lift the crowd every time that they produce blockbuster shots like that. Randall's the same. Leonard Jr., there's a whole host of them. Ball's been picked. Jackson, and there's Randall once again. Surely not. Big three! 35 points. Randall again delivers from out west.
Leonard Craig Randall the second. What an incredible player, but the vision from Antino to find him down the lane in transition. He looks at his options, still takes the shot, even if Kwani steps up to him. Swish, pure net, and the crowd, the Rwandans who've been waiting for this particular moment to support this man who was shining all the way down in Pretoria in the Kalahari Conference. They're able to enjoy that, and now they can't wait to show him that they have so much love for him here in the land of 1,000 hills.
Well, we're going to take a look at the play of the game here. This is what it's all about. Randall sets it up for Leonard Jr., who soars in from the stratosphere to drain that with a wonderful alley-oop.
What a duo, what amazing basketball we're watching. Tafael Jr. able to float mid-air, showcase his skills, and that connection, the brotherhood. We've seen that a lot during practice, but also really seeing him out in his regular clothes as he waits to hear his fate. But he doesn't look like he's out of the BAL playoffs, surely.
No, I think, you know, maybe a little bit of a swelling around the ankle or something.
Yeah, I guess we will wait to find out, because, you know, medical teams will take their time with the assessment. It does affect game planning and strategy. And since we're talking about game plan and strategy, Coach Al-Buzidi, very composed on the other side, does want them to make inroads into this lead because they still have another game.
It's a 19-point advantage. Randall from the other side. Net, three. Randall.
Wow. No words can describe what Randall II is doing inside the BK Arena here in Kigali. This is what it means to be a superstar, to feel and feed from the energy of the crowd, from downtown, from the right side, from the left. That man, Craig Randall II, in transition, doesn't need so much time to square up. He does it easily, and wow, incredible.
The radar is fixed, the scoring is good. Egbo with a three shot from way down over there on the far side.
Uchenna Iroegbu continuing to show his skill from the backcourt for FUS De Rabat, but the momentum has shifted here. And the RSSB Tigers chasing that 100 mark.
There's the rebound picked up by Akboob with Iroegbu coming down the right side. FUS De Rabat looking to try and get some points. There's the long range shot coming in. He's just nailed a three. And this time Matiang with the rebound. And that will take him to 10 rebounds. So he's now got himself a double-double. So no, he said, oh, sorry, he's only got 4 points, hasn't he, Matiang? But he's got 10 rebounds.
It's coming. The fact that you've blessed it, it's coming, Robbie. I promise you. I mean, you asked me to predict. Here I am.
A little bit of juju magic. Ben Mahine, 91-72. Big lead. This is 19 points. FUS De Rabat need to score. Rebound picked up by Ben Mahine. We got less than 2 minutes to play here. Iroegbu. Step back, three shot. There's a foul there on Kordu, I think, from Matiang.
It's Balo who picks up that foul.
Sorry, Balo. Thank you, Q. And Balo, that's going to be his fourth.
Three team
the
fouls
shove.
here for
Shove in the back.
RSS Tigers, so not much to worry about.
Kordu. Iroegbu. Shot clock down to 7. Needs to find a way. Untangle himself from the bigs. Akboob's been putting in some really good shots and scores in the paint, but it's turnaround time in Habimana. He's going to go big three. Akboob unable to deal with Matiang. Balo! Oh my. It is thunderous, seismic activity from the Malian, the magic Malian, Balo.
Wow, that takes it home surely for the RSSB Tigers. 4 dunks for Balo here today against FUS De Rabat.
Yeah, it's not working, is it, for FUS? Kordu tries to float one over the top, it doesn't happen. Jackson's hitting threes from outside, shaking off his man, gets the ball to Matiang. Back out, Balo, the soft touch. A little bit too hard. Ben Mahine, Iroegbu. 50 seconds. .8 seconds remaining. It's a 21-point lead.
The connection from the bigs there. Mangok Matiang being able to turn around. Kwani finds Umar Balo, who connects, and it's a dagger inside the paint and sends the Rwandan side and the fans into great celebrations. But now Craig Arando II looks like he's hurt and getting attention from Dr. Arlette, who's asking him if he's okay. With the fact that he can get off the ground and walk on that leg means he's okay. He'll be fine as they go into that probably last timeout. Henry Minuka, Tanzanian coach, who's been a popular face here in Rwandan basketball, qualified the Patriots to season 1 of the BAL, qualified the Rwanda Energy Group REG to their first appearance in the BAL, and now with the RSSB Tigers for the first time as a head coach and enjoying his time on the court side as the home side looked to be the first, perhaps, Rwandan team that has been really assembled in a good way. But the numbers, 25 points from fast breaks for the RSSB Tigers. That has really been a difference for them. And from the three-point mark, 14 threes for Henry Minuka's team compared to just 5 for FUS De Rabat. And that right there explains the 21-point difference.
Q, over to you.
Still, FUS Rabat will try to make inroads into this lead. It's so important because it'll help them, you know, have some semblance of belief in the second game in the quarterfinals. Aggregate score is, of course, what the format is this year. And this really does favor the Hope team and put them in a strong position if they close out with this significant lead.
Kwani fouled out, 5 personal. There he is, just getting in the way of Habimana. And so it's the end of the day for him. 36.5 seconds left to play, straight to the free throw line with that man Matiang ready to try and improve on his 4. Already got double figures with his rebounds. A head in the hands moment for FUS De Rabat. This is not the scoreline they would have wanted. They know that, but honestly, you get a second bite at the apple. The thing is, what a massive game they've got to try and produce a day after tomorrow. It's going to be it's going to be colossal for them. They have to go hard, but the trouble is they're coming up against probably one of the favorites to go all the way.
Well, the RSSB Tigers, they started a bit slow in those opening 2 quarters, but in the second half of the game, we've seen them come alive. And that man, Mangok Matiang, has had to do a good job inside the paints consistently with support from Omar Ballo. But what an amazing game he's having. 14 rebounds, up to 6 points now. And who knows, maybe in the 36 seconds he could get that double-double you wished him.
I'm always hoping that they do. Love double-doubles. Triple-doubles, yeah, we like them too. 95, 72, 27 seconds left to play. We'll get to hear from that man, Randall. A logical MVP for us here today in a few moments. But before, let's see what Jackson can do with 15 seconds as they go in search of 100 points. They might not get it. Matiang gets his shot over. Ballo tries to get the rebound. It's been picked up here by Iruegbu. Lovely work there as he keeps the ball. 3 shot coming in, and it doesn't fall. And that is the end of the first game of Chu in this battle for a place in the semi-finals. He has been outstanding. He has been dominant. And Leonard Craig Randall II, the record holder for points scored in the BAL from the Kalahari Conference, stands out from the crowd as the Tigers win the first match of Chu against FUS De Rabat, 95-72. That's a 23-point lead going into the second clash a day after tomorrow, on Sunday, of course, which means that, well, they've got a mountain to climb, FUS De Rabat, but who knows? Anything is possible here on the BAL.
Absolutely incredible performance for the RSSB Tigers getting that victory. They'll slip very well today, knowing that they've established a lead that only gives them an opportunity to seal things on Sunday. No pressure from the fans, no pressure from the media, but look at what that means for the home crowd. This is exactly what they wanted, but the numbers, 14 threes, and the fact that they attempted 43 threes shows the lack of commitment on defense for the Moroccans. The FUS De Rabat in this game, 47 rebounds, 3 more than FUS De Rabat could manage. 18 assists for Henry Minuka's side, and that shows you that they were passing that ball, they were moving it, and indeed got to use almost 10 players on the field of play. Osborne Shema getting an opportunity, Paul Bizimana as well, but that man, Leonard Craig Rando, the second, getting 38 points, the highest we've seen so far in the BAL Season 6 playoffs. And what a way to get a victory.
He gets the hat treatment as well. Let's hear from the MVP who's joined Q.
Craig, congratulations with the scoring today, 38 points. What was different about your team's performance in that second half that allowed you to take over?
I think we just kept digging in and kept pushing the ball. We knew we didn't have teams, so we had to pick it up on the defensive end. We tried to limit them to 1 shot. I think we did a better job in the second half than we did in the first half. I think that was the key to winning.
Is there a difference playing at home in front of this crowd? Does that help spur on the performance that we saw from you on the offensive side?
Yeah, it's a big difference. It makes the game crazy. It makes the game fun. We feed off the crowd. We knew we were going to have them on our side tonight. We knew it was going to be an advantage for us, and we used it, and it came out a good side for us.
What do you want to see from your team in the second part of this game? That you know, what are the important executors that you have to do in the second game?
Limit teams to 1 shot. If we limit them to 1 shot, we get offensive rebounds. I think we'll have our way. That's the biggest thing. We're going to get better each game. We're 1-0 right now. X this game out, back to 0-0, back to square one, and get another win on Sunday and keep moving forward.
Congratulations, great performance.
Thank you.
Yeah, another top performance there from Randall. We know exactly what he's capable of doing. He can score 54 points, so he's special. 95-72, so that's a big mission for FUS Rabat. And of course, earlier today we had a 3-point victory for Ville de Dakar over the 2023 champions Al Ahly of Egypt. Tomorrow, well, Petro de Rwanda up against Dar City, Club African against Al Ahly Libya. That is mouth-watering. What a couple of fabulous battles to look forward to. We hope you're gonna join us for those two clashes. From Asha, Kiru and myself, we'll see you tomorrow. BAL quarterfinals coming at you.
Saturday, May 23rd at 3 p.m. for the